Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the face, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone. Like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Kountry Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
ride. She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, and Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Kountry Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's Tube reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube, late night, doing this reaction, Kountry Wayne reaction time. Y'all, I'm late because I was involved. Well, I wasn't involved, but there was like a shootout at the place where I was at. And so therefore, it had to be like every bit of 30 cops out there with the AR-15s, whatever you call them things, ARs. Okay, just put it like that. They was out there with that running and stuff. And so, of course, we could not leave until everything was over. And, they left and all of that. That was a hot ass mess. I'm not going to lie. I mean, every single one of them had those ARs out. That was a trip, you guys. So that's why I'm late. I try to get in here, but, sometimes things like that happens. But anyway, I'm back for about 30 minutes. Then I got to head out. So we're going to do a couple skits. And whatever I don't cover tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. And everything. So thank you guys so much for being here. Y'all, if y'all enjoy this content, this quick live, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, and leave a comment. If you want to show additional support, feel free to do a super chat, super sticker, a cash app donation at $Shay'sTube, or get yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Okay. And thank you guys so much. Thanks to all the people who got a membership, who donated and everything. What's up, Linda? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey, Sharon, how are you tonight? How are you and Linda and Jermaine? I hope you guys are doing good. How is everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay? I hope you guys had a great day today. All right. So let me go to do that copyright disclaimer real quick. I'm going to do it very fast. Let's see how fast I can do it. Hold on. I bet you I'll mess up because every time I say it, I always do mess up. Okay, anyway, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen. Hey, I did not mess up. All right. Shit. Anyway, y'all know how I do this. I usually show a skit, I stop it, I'll be on for about a minute or two. I react, then I play it back. And then once it's over, I come back over here to the chat and we react together. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Go get you something to drink and relax in bed because it's late where you guys are at. If you are at work, continue to watch me or listen to me on the download. And we are getting ready to start this off. All right? All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right now. All right. This was an experience tonight, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, man. It was almost exciting. And my son was like, go over there and get closer. I was like, boy, I am not getting ready to, you don't supposed to walk over there where the police is at, asking them questions. Stupid. Kids don't be knowing. But anyway, hey, Shakia, thank you for being here tonight, okay? Okay, let's go ahead and start. So the first skit that we are going to watch, it's all about Bethany. I'm going to try to show Dalen real quick. And something with Piari and Ron, I believe, okay? I think that was the latest one that came out tonight. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let's start off. I'm not going to be able to show all of Bethany's them tonight because of the situation that's happening, and I'm in here late, but I will show as much as I can. Okay? So let's see here. So it's so many, damn, I don't know where to start at. So let's look at this little grown-ass girl right here first, okay? Let's look at this little grown-ass little woman. That's what I'm going to call her. Let's refresh this real quick. There's so many good skits today, you guys, but we just cannot do every single one of them. It's a bunch of them. So I think this is it right here. Let me see what she's talking about. Okay, so let's just start with this one first. This is already up there, okay? It's not the one that I want to show first, but we'll show that one first. Oh, I forgot to share. Hold on. Hold on, let me share this screen. Okay, now let's do this.
I want to ask you something. I want to know why you think it's okay to tell your dad that, or put it in his ear, that you think that I'm always put before you, because that's not the truth at all.
Well, he just asked me to like suck it up and basically just call you mom.
Right. And I mean, that hurts. It hurts my feelings. We've had that talk before, how it hurts my feelings when, you don't think I'm your mom and all that stuff.
Well, I'm not going to fake it for nobody, so that's why I explained it to him.
So your feelings are faked for me? Is that what you're saying?
But if I called you mom now, it would be faked, because I don't feel that way. I don't feel like we had that bond. But I already explained that to you, so I don't understand what
Okay,
you're
so I'm not going to call you daughter anymore. I'm not going to call any of that because my feelings would be fake too. But either way, you shouldn't be lying to your father and saying that I'm the one that's always put before you, because that is an absolute lie. It's a lie.
She expressed her feelings.
Because she said, you told me that I need to validate what her feelings mean. That's what you just told me a little bit ago.
But you call her a liar.
She is a liar. She lies all the time, Bethany, and you sit there and back her up.
See, and this is why this is
what
the problem lies right now. I'm trying to have a conversation with you about what our daughter.
She manipulates you all the time, Larry.
I don't. I'm just truthful.
No, you manipulate your father all the time.
I just say how it is.
See what I'm talking about?
No, that's not.
And see, that's the thing. You just look at me and you go real quiet because you're like, oh, that's my daughter. It's okay for her to say those things.
Well, she is my daughter.
Yeah.
So,
but it's okay for her to backtalk, and it's okay for her to say those things.
Look how you're talking to her.
I'm trying to get my point across. And every time I try to do this,
I'm going to say this again. I do not think it's a good idea for them to be arguing in front of this girl and including her in grown people conversations, okay? This is why this girl has lost all respect for Bethany, and she basically don't have that much for her dad, in my opinion, okay? Kids need to stay in kids' place, and grown-ups need to stay in their place, all right? You should never be arguing in front of the kids and putting them into this discussion. Her and Bethany and Larry should be talking this out privately, and then, come together as a family, in a more, in a better tone than what they're, talking in right now. All right, in my opinion.
you do not listen.
That right there.
What? Me talking and trying to once again validate my feelings and my emotions? But it's okay when your daughter does it.
So no, I think how conversations work is that we talk back and forth, like you ask me questions.
Like we used to do, Brooke. We used to do.
So again, I'm trying to talk and she's cutting me off. So like you keep saying saying something. And
listen, she's too damn grown for me. I don't give a damn what most of these people in this chat is saying. Oh, not in this chat right here. I'm talking about in this comment section. Because the thing is, what you mean she's cutting? You trying to talk, girl? Thank God this is just a skit and not real, because she would be hit. Because what the hell is she talking about? For real, for real. Okay, kids need to stay in the kids' place. I wish I would tell my mom she cut me off. I'm trying to talk. Girl, shut up.
I give you a response. It's not disrespectful. Because disrespectful is like me yelling at you. I'm not yelling. You're the only one yelling. That means you're the only one upset.
We used to have nice conversations. Used to.
Yeah.
And then you became very sassy. And it all started when your mom moved back into town. It never, no, it did.
That has have no equation on that,
Please
no.
make my point. It started when she moved back into town. She became really sassy. She started back talking, which never used to happen. And you allowed it to continue.
It has nothing to do with
Yes,
Shara.
it does.
You're trying to
You let
make it
her
be-
do this,
See,
and you
see how-
continue.
See how you are right now?
Yeah, I'm mad. What do you want me to do? You want me to sit here and be okay with the fact that she sits there and goes, Dad, Bethany's being mean to me all the time.
I don't ever
So
go
you
to
feel like
them.
you can just
Sometimes
scream
I
and
handle
yell.
it on my own.
You don't handle anything on your own, Brooke. You don't pay your own bills. You don't do
There you
anything.
go.
Stop saying about the bills.
No, I
Okay?
can say anything I want to because I'm an adult. I have my own feelings that I
Okay.
can validate. I can have my own things that I
I'm an
want to
adult
say.
too, and you don't talk to me like I'm a child.
I can. Brooke, I want to know something. Can you put the fruit back for a minute, please? Or just sit down, okay? I want to ask you something. I want to know why.
I know
Why
that's
you think it's okay to tell your dad?
We're gonna stop that right there. So let me see what y'all are saying over here. Okay, so let's see here. Let me turn this music on, you guys. I'm like behind because I literally just walked in the door. Okay, so let's go over and see what you guys are saying. The one that Noel getting slapped, she gave Bethany a fake ass apology. Yeah, I know. She did lie. Brooke get put before Bethany, right? She sure does. But if Bethany expressed her feelings, he's on Bethany's head, right? Because Larry let his family come and disrespect Bethany. And sometimes Bethany don't even say nothing to them. But Bethany paid for her braids and her nails and cell phone. Larry said, I had this house before I met you. Okay. All right. The thing is, though, is this right here. Like I said, I don't think that grown-ups should be discussing certain things in front of kids. Her and Larry need to talk and get everything straightened out. Then come to Brooke and talk. But Brooke does not need to be talking to them like she's grown. How you gonna tell a grown person, I'm trying to talk and she won't let me talk? That's not your role to do that. Okay, you don't do that because you're a kid. You know, the way it should be done is that the parents talk, then you let the child talk, and everybody take their chance. Their turn at talking. But this little 17-year-old girl, in my opinion, she does not need to be saying that because it's not her place. That's what's wrong with these kids. They be doing stuff that they shouldn't do. And this is when you get kids that try to tell the parents what to do, kids who try to fight their parents, be disrespectful, and just don't do what their parents are telling them to do. Kids need to stay in kids' place, and grown-ups needs to be grown. They need to be grown at all times. All right, Brooke needs to be quiet until they tell her when to talk, point blank. And in my opinion, I do think, that Larry, he needs to act like the leader of the family. In my opinion, he does not, live up to that role. And it's not about taking your daughter's side, your wife's side. You're supposed to do what the truth is, okay? And the truth is that we know kids do not get on the same level as their parents, okay? And you can still let them voice their concerns and everything else, but they need to be respectful. Me too. Hell, my mom told me, and I'm, older, right? And I remember one day I told y'all before I had called her Crazy. And she was like, who you talking to? Girl, if you were here, I would slap the shit out of you. You don't be calling me Crazy. I'm not Crazy. Okay? And I'm older. You know what I'm saying? So, get it down well. You're not gonna listen to a 17-year-old say that. You know, my son in there is 17. Okay, I be getting on him all the time. Ask Jermaine about him saying stuff when he shouldn't be saying it. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to do, because the thing is, you want your kids to understand, and respect authority. Because when they don't, they get out here in the real world and they disrespect authorities. And these people are not going to have the patience with them that a parent has. You see what I'm saying? So kids do have to learn that, and I can understand her, trying to get her point across, and she feels like Bethany is unfair to her and racist or whatever else the case is. And this is why Larry should be talking to her about this. You know what I'm saying? And explaining to Bethany that even though Bethany claims she's not racist, it's the perception when you say certain things, it makes people think that you're a racist. Okay, so don't say these things point blank. And you don't always have to tell the truth, because sometimes you need to be quiet point blank. Just like little Brooke needs to shut up because she's not grown. You can voice your opinions when they ask for those. Okay. And just like I don't agree with, Bethany and her arguing back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You don't argue with children. You tell children what you want them to do, and that's it. Okay, point blank. If they don't like it, then if they're old enough, like 18, to get your own place, it's very easy. Just like she can go live with her mother. It's very easy. They over here arguing about every damn thing. You said, hey, Aaron, thank you for being here. You said Bethany is getting back what she gives out. Children live what they learn, and Brooke has watched Bethany disrespect everyone, including her own parents. Brooke is tired of Bethany's bullying. The thing about it, even if she does see her parents doing certain things, that doesn't mean she needs to do it. She knows right from wrong. Okay, that's no excuse for me. All right, you're right. Children do live what they learn, but when they know stuff is not right, that doesn't mean that they, emulate that. All right, please, I would be doing everything if I watched and did everything my parents did, okay, or did. So the thing is, I'm never for any kids talking back and disrespecting their parents, regardless. Okay, and no one can make me see that. She talks back, but still expects Bethany to do stuff for her. I wouldn't do stuff for her, because you're not going to be talking back to me. How is Bethany bullying her, setting rules? Those are rules, right, and guidelines that she needs to abide by, or she can go live with her mom. While Brooke may be out of line, Larry constantly gives Bethany cover for her disrespect. If Bethany disrespected my mom, I'll be sorry too, but you should talk back to her. You should be telling your dad, and your dad should be letting Bethany know, his wife know, this is unacceptable. That's the way it should be done. Not for no little ass 17-year-old coming up against a grown ass woman that's probably every bit of 40 something. That's plainly disrespectful, period. So if a cop stops her in the future and the cop gets disrespectful to her, she's going to be disrespectful back so he can beat her ass, especially a racist one. See, this is the problem now that we have right now with people, getting some, not all of them, but some. You don't have to go up against people who have authority when you know they got the upper hand. Bethany does not have to follow any rules. Bethany is grown. The kid has to follow rules. All Bethany needs to do is be a good parent. And if she's not being a good parent, it's not up to Brooke to let her know that. It's up to Larry, the husband. Okay, the husband. They got so many things wrong in this skit that is plainly ridiculous. Okay, you're supposed to go tell your dad, and then your dad, if he's authoritative and the head of the household and the leader, he would go and tell Bethany, what's unacceptable and be firm about it. Not a little ass girl going against her stepmother. You said Bethany doesn't lead by example. Bethany wants control and obedience from everyone. That's why her own brother is torn. But listen, that's her and her brother. We're talking about this little girl right here. All right. The thing is this right here. Kids, most parents, we don't really control our kids, but we want them to do as we ask them to do, point blank. All right. To follow rules and do what we say do. Period. It's just simple as that. She can't do what she see Bethany doing because Bethany is a grown up. She needs to abide by the rules so she can go stay with her mom. Point blank, I wouldn't be putting up with it. You said, but her mom disrespect Bethany. And this is why I said that I don't understand why the mom and her even converse with each other. All right, because they don't get along. What is the point of that? Okay, they don't need to anyway, because Brooke is like 17. So what is the purpose of them even talking to each other? Right, Bethany is grown, not Brooke. That's right. Like I said, children live what they learn. Larry isn't leading in his household where he needs to lead. Okay, he needs to lead. He needs to be the 100% man, point blank. Not, yeah, children do live some of what they learn. Not all children do everything that they learn, because like I said before, there was a lot of things done in my household, like smoking cigarettes and stuff. I don't smoke. Like drinking, I don't drink. So, you know, some kids can tell what is right and what is wrong. Okay. We said Greg act like a girl and want all the money. Who is Greg? Okay, let's go on to the next skit, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead, because we can't stay on these one skits all night, especially when we having to leave. Okay, like always. And don't forget, you guys, over here, we do not have to agree. Okay, but everybody keep it respectful. Okay, let's see what we want to show next. Let's go over here. So let's go to this one next.
You don't talk to me like I'm a child.
Oh, I'll talk to you like any way I want to talk.
Okay, so now Brooke gives a sarcastic apology. Let's go to the is that the second one? I can't even remember. Let's see. And then like this skit right to my Brooke checks Larry for putting Bethany before her. I mean, why did they even title that that? A kid can't check their parents, okay? What are y'all talking about? Let's see, so that's weird. So that's when they got back together. I'm trying to see which one is which, because I don't think they have these in order. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Let me check these skits real quick. Let's check the skits real quick. She saved them like I saved mine. They be out of order. Wait a minute, you guys. Sorry about this. I didn't have time to prepare because of the situation that happened. Damn, they got all types of skits dropping, you guys. Okay, let me see. So you was right, Jermaine. Yep, Natasha is going to be her attorney. We knew that already. We knew that already. Okay. Okay, so let me go down. So we just saw. There's a lot of these damn skits, man. Brooke checks Larry for putting Bethany before her. Bethany tells, God, it's a lot. Hold on. We can't go over all these. Let me choose the one that I want to talk about. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this one because these people are acting like little kids. Let's see. We just watched this one, right? Hold on, let me make sure it's the one we just watched.
Brooke, I want to know something.
Wait a minute, is this the one we just watched? Shit, I forgot. Yeah, I think we just watched this one. So now let's see this one right here. Yeah, this is the one. We're going to watch this one.
I'm an adult. You don't talk to me like I'm a child.
Oh, I'll talk to you like any way I want to talk to you because I'm also an adult and I also own part of this house and I also take care of the things in this house, including running her back and forth on her errands and when she wants to get her hair and her nails and stuff done too.
That you own part of this house. When
okay, the things in it, Mr. Technicality.
Okay, guys, can I say something?
Yes.
I'm just gonna give an apology. I've seen y'all arguing, and y'all been arguing over me. I'm flattered, but truthfully,
Yeah, flattered. Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna apologize. Because I see you getting all red in the face, and I don't want you to get your blood pressure up, so I'm just gonna apologize. I apologize.
See?
Okay.
Listen.
I apologize for over seasoning the food, for throwing your food away, for getting you angry, for not calling you mom because of how you've been acting towards me.
Okay.
I apologize
Everything's my
for.
fault. Yeah.
I'm not saying it. I'm apologizing.
She is trying.
Oh, it's not a real good. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I
I'm
can't
all
remember the
ears.
last time you ever gave me an apology.
I'm all ears.
Anything?
I'm all ears.
Go
So
ahead.
I apologize. We can start anew, maybe. I mean, if you want to, because I know last time you said you don't care for me. So, I apologize for doing everything I did to you.
When's the last time you
Talking
showed
back.
me
I thought his name was Larry.
Bethany, she's trying to talk to you and apologize. You just keep.
Oh, you talking about Greg, the brother?
Stabbing.
This is not an
Just
apology.
listen.
It's not from the heart.
See, girls like me are always
Like you?
Okay, can I talk?
What are you talking about, like you?
Girls like me are always silenced by people like you. You cut me off, talk
Okay.
over me.
What are
See?
you talking about?
Let her.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Listen.
understand, okay?
She's trying to explain.
Well, if you'll shut your mouth, I'll try to understand what
Shut
she's
yours
saying.
first.
I want to understand what.
Say this. Larry is just as bad as them, okay? On everything. Okay? I can't take much more of watching this. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because there's a lot of disrespect here, and I really don't like how these skits are going, you know, especially as a black woman, because I know, you know, a lot of black families are not like this, and black kids, you know, I have like, you know, 3, 4 girls, 2 boys, and they're not like this, okay, point blank. So I can't even relate to this, all this talking back and shit. She talking about I'm trying to talk and shit and things like that. It's almost like teeing me off, okay, because it's just plainly ridiculous. And Larry, instead of him being the leader and being firm and telling everybody to shut up, for real, be quiet. Just everybody be quiet. I want Brooke to learn how to be respectful. All right. This lady is grown. Okay. I'm grown. Point blank. Yes, you can voice your concerns and things like that, but you need to stay and maintain respect. Bethany, listen, we're not going to argue in front of this girl. Okay. You know, I don't need you to disrespect me. Okay. I'm not going to disrespect you, you know, but this is not really like a, who's right, who's wrong type of situation. All right. I want you to stop saying racist things. All right. And she's going to say, I'm not racist, you know, or whatever the case is. Yeah. You may say you're not racist, but when you say certain things, it's the perception that other people have, because, you know, you're saying certain things and the way they perceive it is thinking that you are racist. So just cut that out. Cut it out. And when you are the parent, the mom, you don't need to like basically argue with the child, you know, like you're a friend. You need to set those rules, set whatever you're trying to do, the boundaries or whatever, and that's it. Okay. We don't need to keep on going tit for tat or whatever the case is, and you know, all this other foolishness. Brooke needs to stay in a child's place. She's not grown. All right. And Bethany needs to act like she is grown all the way. And Larry needs to act like he's grown all the way and be the head of the family. And if that cannot go like that, then why are these people even still married? And maybe Brooke needs to stay with her mom. All right, point blank, it's just as that simple for me. Because all this foolishness right here is just plainly crazy. People talking about divorce in the damn comment section. That's silly. That is very silly.
She's saying. So shut up so
Brooke.
I can hear her. What are you saying?
We're always silenced. Or
Let me say one more thing. That's why she does this, because these two grown ass people are going back and forth at each other. Somebody shut up. Let me hear you shut up. This is why she's playing both of them against each other. Okay, that's silly. Goodness. But she is too grown for me. I don't like it.
talked over, and that's what you do in the house all the time.
You said girls like me. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about my skin color, African Americans.
Okay, well, I have never tried to silence you as a black girl.
You tell me to be quiet every time, or you talk over
Because
me.
you are my daughter, okay, my stepdaughter. I tell you to be quiet when you're being disrespectful, when you're back talking, when you are doing something you're not supposed to be doing, then yes, of course. Now, when we're heated, of course I'm gonna overtalk you and I'm gonna do those things because it's in the moment. Go ahead, finish.
But I apologize for hurting your feelings. It was never intentional. So, I mean, did I do anything else that you think that deserves an
Oh,
apology?
the list goes on and on and on. But either way, it is what it is.
So you're just going to just not accept her apology?
I didn't say that, Larry.
You didn't say you accept her apology, then you didn't apologize for the things you did to her.
Apologies come when they're due and when I'm in a moment where I've calmed down. Okay? I'm not at a time where I'm going to say anything that's going to come legitimately from my heart. I'm going to say more hurtful things. So if you can give me time to calm down, then maybe I'll come and talk to you. Okay?
But that's why y'all don't need to be talking right now. All right? That's why you don't need to be talking right now. Period. When everybody calms down, these two grown-ups should be talking to each other first and coming to a solution. Then you incorporate this little girl into it, but she does not need to be disrespectful in talking back and acting like she's grown. All that rolling the eyes and acting like you're paying bills, that's a no-no. In my household, your ass would be grass doing that. That's crazy.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay, well, kind of want my fruit.
Yes, here.
I'll have a great day, I guess.
You always rush me to try and apologize, and if I go in and I say something right away, it's going to be just as fake
Bethany,
as that apology is.
I don't want to hear it right now.
Well, I don't want to hear
She
you.
just stood there and tried to apologize to you.
And I
And
listened.
you shut her down.
No, I listened, but that apology was fake as hell, and you know it.
Well, at least she tried to give you one. You didn't try to give her anything. I'm an adult. You don't talk to me like I'm a
Oh,
child.
I'll talk to you like any.
Neither one of them should be talking to each other like a child. Let's keep it on the real. And as far as these fake apologies and shit, she was being very sarcastic when she was apologizing. If you're going to say sorry and you're sincere with it, just say, I'm sorry for throwing your food away. I'm sorry for doing this. Just say, I'm sorry for everything that I did. All right, point blank, and leave it at that. And then Bethany, say the same thing. All this other shit is not really needed, okay? Point blank. It's just simple like this for me. Kids stay in kids' places, okay? You can still voice your opinions when we tell you you can do that. Otherwise, don't say a word. And that's just what it is. All right? Point blank. Ain't the Hey Mills, thank you for being here. Icy Kitty, thank you for being here. And who else? I think that's it. All right. I think I said hey to everybody else already. Okay, you said ain't no thinking it. She is what? Because these, I'm seeing this late. And Larry knew that apology was fake and want Bethany to accept it. Shut up. Right. She was being very sarcastic. That's why the title of it says that as well, because they wanted her to be sarcastic. If anybody think that is good, then something is wrong with y'all, okay? It says right here, Brooke gives a sarcastic apology to Bethany, okay? Because that's exactly what it is. And that's something kids shouldn't do. And if y'all think that's right, then something ain't right with you guys. Point blank. All right, that little girl be doing too damn much. She be talking back. She be saying stuff that kids should just not be saying. If she has a problem with this woman right here, she needs to address that with her dad, and her dad being the head of the household, supposed to go over here and talk to Bethany and get it all, in order. But he can't do that because he's weak as hell. Hey, Quantavia, thank you so much for being here. He's weak as shit. That's why he can't do that. When you got a weak ass man, this is what happens. Yep, that it sure does. That's what happens. Okay, so hold on, I want to go to some more of these skits. Hold on, let me find another one. Because she did, because like I said, you cannot go over every skit. So that's why she doesn't have them all up here. Wait a minute, yeah. Let me see. So let me go to this one right here. Let me go to this one here. Now we're gonna be all over the place tonight, you guys, okay? But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure y'all seen all these already. It takes everything in here. Okay, so let's look at this one. So this is the one where where Bethany says that Brooke does some trashy things and she has a trashy mouth. Okay, let's watch this.
I'll have a great day, I guess.
You always rush me to try and apologize, and if I go in and I say something right away, it's going to be just as fake
Bethany,
as that apology is.
I don't want to hear it right now.
Well, I don't want to hear
She just
you.
stood there and tried to apologize to you.
And I
And
listened.
you shut her down.
No, I listened, but that apology was fake as hell, and you know it.
Well, at least she tried to give you one. You didn't try to give her anything.
Because if I were to do it, see, that's what I'm talking about. It goes in one ear and out the other. Every time I try to apologize or try to have a conversation with her, it does not work. If you were right here telling me, do it now, do it now,
This
do it now.
child just stood here and told you
In a
how you
fake
make
ass.
her feel. Did you hear that? She told you people like you shut her down.
And that's people other than me.
No,
okay?
she said people like you.
With white
You.
skin. I'm not the
She
person.
never said white skin.
Yes, she did. She said people that are white. I am not the person that always shuts her up. I am not
Well, you're
always
one of them
that
now.
person.
You are one of them now.
Okay, Larry. And you are the one that
and
always shuts
she's
me
in
up.
this
So how
house-
is that the
she's
same?
in
It's
this
the
house
same.
with a
It's the
white
same.
woman, and you didn't hear nothing
so
she
I'm
said.
racist towards our daughter, and you're racist towards me. How does that feel? How does it feel?
Is that racism?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It is.
okay. All right.
And apparently mine is racist towards you too. Okay? I
I'm
didn't
sorry-
marry you for
I'm
your
sorry
skin
you
color. I
feel
married you
racist.
for your heart, but apparently you don't care about that.
But you just made it about this young black
You
child.
and she made it about skin color, not
She
me.
tried to tell you how you made her feel, and you didn't
she
hear her.
fakely apologized to me.
And you feel racist again in a black home?
It doesn't matter what color the home is.
It's a black home. I'm a black man, black daughter, 2-1.
So right now we're in Oreo, okay? It's black and white. It's a black and white home. You can't just kick me out of the home, Larry.
I didn't say I was kicking out of nowhere.
See,
I didn't say I was kicking out
sometimes
anywhere.
you are so stupid. You do not listen to me.
You just want to talk to people with politeness, do you?
I do.
So
I
now I'm
tried.
stupid? So if I start calling you names,
You
start
call
calling
me
you
names all
what
the
do
time.
I call you?
You call me racist. You call me things that are not true. All the time.
I'm
the time.
gonna let that pass. I've never said anything about you being racist.
Yes,
Not
you
sure
have.
about that. I said you say racist things.
Uh-huh.
Call little black girls nappy headed.
I had a black nanny, and she called me nappy-headed.
Give a damn about no black nanny.
Well, that's where I got it from. Okay? I learned from someone that was black with your skin tone. So, just saying, that's
So
where
that
I
gives
learned
you
it.
carte blanche to say things about black kids.
I didn't know it was wrong. I even told the people that were calling me out on it
Where
that
did
I
you
had
come from?
nappy hair
Did
too.
you grow up under a rock?
Did
Were you born yesterday?
Did you?
Because
And were you?
the plight of this country, everything's going on, you know racism is this. And because you were raised by a black woman,
I
that
didn't
gives
say-
you the right to call little black girls nappy headed
It wasn't
and
until-
and ghetto
See,
trash.
see,
Don't say a damn word because, like, for example, you got black people who sit right here on social media and call people nappy head because they choose to wear their natural hair. And then yet you want to get mad at a white person saying that and say it's racist. So when you hear a black person say it, is that racist about another black person? Because the thing is, for me, if you don't want them to say certain things, then you shouldn't say it. I had a whole stupid ass dude sit up here and say with her nappy hair, the one that is stalking me. And I'm like, I choose to wear my hair natural. So are you trying to say that it's something wrong with me wearing my natural hair? Okay. So, and nobody said anything about it, but yet you hear a white person say, call you nappy head. You want to say it's racist. So is it not racist when another black person call you nappy head? This is crazy. So the thing is this right here. Larry is telling her that she says certain things, okay? And she does say certain things. I'm going to keep it real right there. And just because she does not think it's racist, somebody else will perceive it as being racist. So if her husband is telling her, asking her not to say these things, then she needs not to say these things, point blank. Just like when she's telling her husband that Brooke is basically disrespectful, she talks back and things like that. Instead of Larry giving her an excuse for Brooke doing it, he needs to tell his daughter, do not do that. That's unacceptable. You don't be disrespectful to your stepmom, to your elders, or anything, period. And it's just simple as that. Just like Larry needs to respect her, all right? And she needs to respect Larry. If these two people right here cannot have a strong foundation, how can they expect for that girl to be strong? How?
This is what I'm talking about. There is a term, ghetto.
So if she walked around calling you white trailer trash, how would you feel about that?
Well, it's not true, first of all.
Exactly. So why do you keep saying it?
About what?
You just sit here and belittle our daughter again.
Because she's acting trashy, and when she says trashy things, and when she does trashy things, I'm going to call it like it is.
My daughter's not trash. I'm gonna tell you.
When
one
she
time.
says
she's not
trashy things, when she does trashy behavior, she is trashy. It's an adjective that represents the behavior. Just like if you say something that's racist, you are racist in that moment. Just like if I say something that's racist, I'm racist in that moment.
So are you a racist, trashy white woman?
No, I'm not.
But you say things as adjective.
Every once in a while, yeah.
So you just admitted you're a racist, trashy white woman.
And you are a racist black person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're equal.
Who married a white woman?
Oh, and I married a black man. See, it goes
But remember,
both
I
ways.
asked you to marry me.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me to marry you.
But I had to agree.
You did.
Okay,
So-
see, we're equal. See, this conversation just goes circular. You just want to make it out like I'm always the bad guy. Literally always the bad guy. See?
You really
See,
are.
no, I'm not, Larry. And that's where you always want to be the better guy, and you're not always the right. You aren't.
Or his feet.
And that's why we have problems. I understand when I'm wrong. You don't ever understand when you're wrong. Ever.
Okay. For me, they both have to realize when they are wrong. Okay. The thing is, let me get off of this right here. Hold on. You don't want to see the floor.
And ghetto trash.
The thing is that Bethany do have to watch what she says. Okay, like I just said before, because you can't say certain things, especially when you are married to a black man and got a black daughter. Okay, just like they have to do the same thing. They have to watch what they say, about white people, period. Because it's, because she's white. All right, point blank. You got to mind what you say and how you say it. With Bethany being grown and this husband being grown, this has to be maintained. All right, point blank. So Bethany cannot be using any type of racist terms when she's speaking to Larry or Brooke. And at the same time, they cannot be using any racist terms either. All right, or try to use the other stuff. You know how some black people do, try to make everything seem like it's racist and things like that. You don't need to do that either, because some things are racism, but some things aren't. All right. Yeah, you're right. That was trashy. And some things I don't think Bethany should even say, not even to Larry, regarding Brooke. Because you know what? Sometimes it's just let him see on his own. Because he's not going to believe it anyway. But when he see it on his own, then he'll know. Let's see what y'all said. You said that bully with the braids is nappy-headed. Sneaking Isaiah in the house was trash. It definitely was something that shouldn't have been done, period. You know what I'm saying? It was basically being disrespectful and not abiding by the rules. You're breaking rules and things like that. And, if that's what she want to call it, being trashy, then that's what it is. I don't think she was calling Brooke trash. She's just saying certain things that she does is trashy, but she may want to use a different word. Okay, because remember, you're dealing with a kid. All right, then you're dealing with her dad. So you want to use a different word versus saying trashy. Okay, point blank. And so that's what I'm saying. She needs to use different words, not some of the words that she uses, because that when she uses certain words, it creates problems. All right, you can just say, instead of saying that's trashy, you can say, well, she's not following the rules. She does not respect our household rules. She's doing stupid stuff, because that's stupid to sneak a boy into the house. It's stupid, point blank. So you can say that. And if Larry does not want her to discipline their daughter, then why did he even marry her and put her in that position where she has to act as this girl's stepmother? Because she's going to have rules that Brooke has, need to follow. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. And what Brooke does, she plays both of them against each other, and her mother too. Okay? She definitely plays her mom and Larry against her. Now, I don't understand why she changed up so quick too, because one thing Bethany had right, she has started acting different since her mother is there. Because before she wasn't acting like this. She wasn't doing any of this. Even Larry wasn't acting like this before Shari, however you say her name. I call her Sheree, but that's not really how you pronounce her name. Before she came into the picture, he wasn't even acting like this. It's like all of them changed. And I think Bethany noticed that. And that too makes her, respond like she is. Hey, 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 you stop. I saw you. Big self. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's save a bad self. You said when Bethany set rules, Larry break them. He gave Brooke back. And that's nothing. You can't do that either. That's why this ain't gonna work, because when one parent makes the rules, okay, set rules, or put the child on punishment, both parents have to come together and agree on this. All right. One parent can't pull the other way and the other parent pulling the other way. That's why Brooke plays them against each other, because she sees that. All right. And that's why she acts like she acts. Okay. They both have to, be on the same page in regards to, disciplining and raising Brooke point blank. If Bethany got on a punishment, Larry need to be saying the same thing. Okay, if Larry say, okay, I don't think Brooke needs to be on a punishment, then Bethany needs to see that. Okay, but what Larry can't do though, he cannot avoid a punishment when Brooke does stuff, because that's what the problem is. When Brooke threw her food away, okay, and we know that she threw Brooke's food away and she should have did that, but the thing about it, this little kid should have never came and took her plate back to throw it away. That definitely deserves a timeout, a punishment. All right, you don't go and do something back to your parents because they did something to you. You go to your dad if you think that your mom did something wrong. And then your dad should be a man and be man enough to go and let mother know that that was unacceptable. Don't do that again. Now I need you to go apologize to our daughter. And then once that is done, then it should be nothing else said. Nothing else should be said about that. It should be over. Okay? Point blank. And that's the way, the household should be going, should be ran. Like here, my household, I'm basically here all the time. I'm talking about when me and my ex were together. Okay, he basically be going all the time on the road, right? Hold on. This girl right here is so damn annoying. He basically be on the road, right? And so when he comes home, he sees how I run the household, okay? He's not coming in here changing stuff, or if I put them on a punishment, he's not coming in here taking them off of punishments. Just like if he put them on a punishment, I'm not taking them off of a punishment or anything like that. Now, if one of them come to me and say, well, dad is being unfair, or if they go to their dad and say, mom is being unfair, then David is going to come to me and talk to me, or I'll go to David and talk to him, and then we'll solve everything and then, make whatever necessary changes or whatever we need to do. That's the way it's supposed to go, not the way they're doing. This is a dysfunctional family, and that's what it is. Hey, Tiffany, thank you so much for being here. You said when Larry punished Brooke for sneaking out to go to Isaiah's party, Bethany went along with, but he didn't go, but he don't go along with Bethany when she punished Brooke, right? And which is crazy when he should, be on the same page, all right? Especially when she's sneaking out, going to parties or having boys coming in there or being disrespectful. Because believe it or not, these things are going to go with her when she gets out into the real world and, do this, and then something's going to happen. Because you remember, people out there in the world don't give a damn about you, all right? I told her to be cool. Okay, so that's just how it is. That's the way I see it anyway. You don't have to agree with me, but that's actually how I run, my household. That's how we run it and stuff. Like even now, if my ex comes here, we don't argue about if I have them on a punishment or whatever the case is, he'll ask me, what are they on a punishment for? Like my son, what did he do? Or whatever the case is. But he's not going to change anything, okay? Because he's going to be on the same page as I am, because I'm not just doing stuff just to do it. It's like if he, says no to something, I'm not going to change it. And that's the way it's supposed to be. The only time you change something is when one parent is doing something they should not be doing, or they are totally unfair. But you still talk with that other parent. You still talk to that other parent. So this won't happen again, and then you go from there. But these kids should never be coming up against the parents, okay? Unless it's in self-defense. That's the only time. Okay, so, that's just how I see it. I know some people don't agree, but listen, I done raised 5 successful kids, okay? Proof is in the pudding, all right? None of them been incarcerated. They all got good careers. These last 3 that's here, 2 of them are in college. The boy is only 17. He's a good-ass boy, okay? So proof is in the pudding. All right, so we're going to watch one last skit. I'm so sorry that I came on late, but like I said, that shootout, all those police, there was nothing I could do about that. And like I said, whatever I don't get a chance to go over tonight, we'll, follow up with that tomorrow, because there's a lot of good-ass skits here. And this one right here is exceptionally good, because it does raise some valid, questions and, all types of stuff. Because in real households, you have this type of situation, going on. When you have blended families and things like that. You got stepmom, stepdads. The kids don't feel like stepdad should tell them what to do because he's not their real father. The kids don't feel like the stepmom should tell them what to do because they're not their real mom, or they simply just lose respect or whatever, for their step parents, or and sometimes their real parents. And I do feel like Brooke has lost respect for Bethany. That's why Bethany has got to stop. She got to stop arguing with her like she, is there, on the same level. Okay, you need to just tell Brooke what's up and leave it at that. And Brooke needs to be quiet, unless you tell her to go ahead and voice her opinions or whatever the case is. This little girl talking about, I'm talking like she grown. I'm talking. Why are you talking over me? Well, I wish one of my girls would say that to me, and they're grown. 20, almost 22. The other one is 25. I wish any one of them that stay here would say that to me. And my son know better. He know good and well. He better not say that to me. I'm talking. Okay. You're going to be talking to a rental person and go get your own place. Oh, yeah, they always say that. Not all of them, okay, but a lot of them do. And that's because, again, it should be a family meeting. Everything should be set. The husband and wife need to set everything, and then come together with the kids and let them know what's up, and go from there. And then you probably wouldn't have those type of, problems. Okay, so let's see this final one real quick. Hold on, let me go on this one right here. Hold on, let me find it. So we're gonna go ahead and see them make up now, okay? Now let's see here. Let me type it in here. So we don't know what type of situation Bethany went through in her life. When she was younger, she said she had a black mother. So I guess her dad married a black woman. I don't know. And she thinks she can say anything she wants to black people. And that's not something that she should be doing either, because, you can't say certain things because, some, black people be sensitive because, when people are racist, they use the same terminology. So that's why she has to be mindful of the things she say. And just because she was raised by a black mom, it doesn't mean that you have the authority to say certain things. Okay, that's why I say everybody need to watch what they say. Okay, period. Because when you watch what you say and you use different words, things work out a little bit better. You know, like I said, a study saying Trashy say she was being stupid. Okay, she was being stupid, sneaking a boy into the house. Okay, what if he was one of those little grown boys who be trying to, engage in, they engage in, and she ends up getting pregnant? Then what is Larry going to say? And Larry also got to realize there needs to be rules in the household for Brooke. Period. Brooke up here telling people, I'm talking, let me talk. What the hell? Now let's go to look.
Can you put the phone down for a minute, please? First of all, let me apologize for the blow up in the kitchen. We said some words to each other we shouldn't have said.
That's right.
I want to apologize for that.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, the last few weeks, months, whatever, we've just been going at it with each other over everything.
It's never been like this.
I know. And it has nothing to do with Shara or anything, but it's just a lot of things that you're going through, and Brooke is taking a toll on us. I don't like it.
I beg to differ. I think it does have a lot to do with Shara, okay? I really do, okay? I don't know why he keeps on avoiding that, because it does, okay? Point blank. None of this stuff was happening until she came into the picture, okay? Larry have done some crazy shit to make this woman feel insecure. She have ran off at the mouth as well, and I'm talking about Bethany as well. Shara, whatever the shit, she have said things that she shouldn't be saying. It's just a lot of shit been going on, and all of these grown people are responsible for this. Period, and especially Larry, because Larry is the head of the household. He should never make his wife feel insecure. Buying that couch, that was plainly disrespectful without asking her first, come together as a team, if he should buy a couch or not. You know what I'm saying? You don't go do that on your own, because if the tables were turned and she was doing that for her ex-husband or something, he would be salty about that, So like I said, they need to really probably go and talk to a counselor, all right? A family counselor, and just, get everything out and, talk about it. And even let that little girl, all of them don't need to go to counseling together, point blank.
Either. Okay. I don't like it at all.
So we need to figure out how to put all this behind us and get back to us.
Well, it needs to be focused on us and not other people.
I get that. I understand that. Do you love me? No, just answer the question.
Yes,
Okay.
you know that.
All right. So I need to ask you another thing then. The demasculating me and stuff like that, tell me harsh things about my character and me being not a good husband in front of Brooke, that's hurtful. Because now you question me as being a good father and a good husband. And I don't like that. If you love me, you shouldn't do that to me. No matter how hurt you are.
I feel like, and I shouldn't say a lot of the things that I say, but I feel like when I'm so heated and I feel like I don't have the support, I feel like that's why I say those things. And it's not right. It's not right. But that's why I say those things. And when I'm constantly going at it with you and you're just sitting there running your mouth and I'm running my mouth back, things just happen. Things just come out. And it's not right. I shouldn't have said those things. I'm sorry.
Well, I shouldn't have said the things I said either. So
I'm tired of fighting, Larry.
I don't want to fight with you either. I don't. It makes it hard to be in the same house with you, and so we need to figure out a way to stop that. So how about this? You and I get back to focusing on us, who we are and why we got married, and the love we have for each other, and we can fix everything else, and not allow Brooke and Shara and everything else to come between us.
You gotta focus on the relationship with Brooke too, because that's been a big part of
Yeah.
why I'm upset too.
Well, Brooke loves you, and you need to show her love too.
I'm trying. I'm
No,
trying.
I understand you're trying, but how about we try harder? Because if we don't, we're gonna lose a lot of people. We're gonna lose this.
Can we try as a family?
Yes.
I need you to be there with me though.
I've always been there with you, but I understand lately you feel like I haven't been, so I will definitely do that. Do better at that, and be a more supportive husband.
I promise.
But I need you too.
I promise. I'll try.
Okay.
I will. I'll try. I'm tired of that.
All right.
We can't ever do that
Okay.
again.
So come on. Well.
I'm not kidding. I can't.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's sweet. Okay, well, I'm glad they apologize to each other. But like I said before, this is what they need to do, and realize they need to be on the same page about parenting, about anything concerning Brooke. He needs to stop doing sneaky shit with Shari, and be more respectful to his wife. And at the same time, she needs to do the same thing. Be more respectful. Watch some things that she say, because she is married to a black man. He has a black daughter. Certain things you just cannot say, because it's not about what you think. It's about what other people see. You know what I'm saying? You said nappy head and things like that in ghetto, people are going to obviously think you are racist. So that's why you have to watch that, because she's not black. Okay? And that's one thing she has to realize, that she just cannot say any old thing. Just like they can't say any old thing to her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a black nanny, that's what she had. Okay. Isaiah don't even claim Brooke in front of Hope and Faith. Oh yeah, because he like I said, she told Brooke that Isaiah, she need not to be, friends with Isaiah, but Brooke want to do what she want to do, so she'll find out eventually. Larry started doing stuff. He brought Shari a whole couch and was talking about Netflix is chilling. And I brought that up already. I said that he did the most, buying couches. That's why she feels like this. And I know a lot of people in the comment section, not over here taking, going off on her, because one thing a lot of people don't like the fact, y'all know what they don't like the fact of. So that's why they going in so hard. And then plus, her making certain remarks and stuff that people look at as being a little, racist. So that's why people are saying the things, that they say about her. So that's why she needs to stop using those terms. You know what I'm saying? And Larry needs to stop, making her feel insecure by doing stuff that he should not be doing for his ex-wife. Point blank. Like the food thing was on a whole nother level. I didn't see anything wrong with the food, but I'm not her. You know what I'm saying? And that under no circumstances do I agree with taking anyone's food, not Brooke's or her husband. All right, that's not the way you handle that. Point blank. You take his food, it's gonna start a fight. That's stupid. Don't take nobody's food. Nobody's food. You need to tell him you want to talk to him in the bedroom because you don't like whatever you see. And that's what you do. You go talk to him about that and let him know you do not appreciate him accepting food from his ex-wife. And she's doing it, trying to get back into good terms with you, or whatever she's trying to, sneak up and do. You just never know. I don't think she was, but you just never know with some of these women. You said, I love this skit. It show a couple how to talk out things instead of the normal crap in these skits. Right. And that's what I like about this part, that they actually came together and talked. Just like I said, they should do, and like he said, don't be putting him down in front of, their daughter or any child, because when kids see that, they are going to play they're going to play one parent against the other parent, because they know, there's a weak link there. Okay. You have to be strong in front of your kids. You have to be together on the same page, in front of your kids. So therefore they won't be doing that little thing that I just said, playing each other against each other. All right. Point blank. But those skits are, just basically showing us how some people be in their households and how some people handle situations like this. So I'm glad they talked it out in this last skit and basically try to come to a solution that's workable. Now, if the solution will work, I don't know, because you have to be serious. He can't be disrespecting her. She can't be disrespecting him, and they need to get Brooke on the same page, because Brooke she does not need to be disrespecting her stepmom or her dad. Point blank. You said Amber tries to talk things out with Anthony, but he goes off her. You're right. And the thing is, he needs to learn how to have better communication with Amber. That's why that's why their relationship is the way it is. He does not tell her everything that be transpiring with Shayla. Okay, and then everybody want Amber to tell everything. How you gonna tell all your secrets when your husband is not telling his? That's stupid. So you want him to know everything about you. So if y'all get a divorce, he'll bring it up. But he's not telling you everything about him. Y'all crazy as ever. Not telling nobody everything about me. And certainly if he's not telling me everything about himself. You know what I'm saying? Please, it's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. And I honestly don't believe you should tell no one every single thing about you. I just don't believe that. Because people change up if you get ready to go through a divorce or if something happens, they be doing the most. Yeah. And you have seen many horror stories like that. I'm watching you. You be doing the most, Sable. But anyway, y'all, I got to get out here. I got to go pick up my daughter. So I'll be back tomorrow morning. Well, not tomorrow morning, but it'll be morning here, but it won't be morning for you guys. Or either it'll be early afternoon. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified when the upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And again, if you want to show additional support, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, or a Cash App donation at $Shades2, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right, and don't forget to thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's the most important thing, and subscribing to the channel. Okay, so when y'all come in and watch these videos, whether you've been in the chat or in the bushes or in the replay, make sure you thumbs up, and you can also leave a comment and answer this question. What, besides divorce, because divorce is the easiest thing to do, what do you think Larry and Bethany should do to make their relationship better and to get Brooke to be respectful and not be disrespectful to either one of her parents? What do you think needs to happen? Y'all make sure y'all answer that in the comment section, okay? And thank you to Shakia, Montavia, Linda, Tiffany, Icy Kitty, Emils, Aaron, Sharon, Linda, Jermaine, Bushes, and replay people. Y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow in another reaction video. And later on tonight, in about an hour, I will be doing a night hour live. So if you guys are up, come over there and check me out. We got two great ass topics tonight. So come and check me out. I won't be on there long because I'm kind of tired tonight. All right, y'all. Peace out. Let me go ahead and take all this stuff down. Let's change this. This damn thing is frozen up. Hold up. I hate when this daggone thing freeze up like this. You can't even move anything. May not. You can't even play is this the song right here? No. Hold on. Let me wait. I don't even know how I'm going to get that down. Okay. So, y'all, this is going to stay up here because I can't get it down because the thing won't move. So, anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Or if you come back later on tonight, I'll see y'all then as well. Otherwise, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I don't know what I just said, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Good night, y'all. Let me see what the song is. I think is this. Let's see. Good night, y'all. No, let's just put that up there. Wait. This is the thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this down some more. I don't know how to get this down. It may not can even play the outro. because it won't move. It's just froze. Yeah, so it's not gonna, hold on. It's not gonna come down, y'all. So I won't be able to play the outro. So we're just gonna have to get out of here, okay? So anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. And thank you again for being here.